As I said, it will be greatly missed, but never forgotten. We now come to the supplementary business statement. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and can I add my thanks to all members who have paid tribute to the wonderful Sir Tony, not just today, but also over the past week, including the Honourable Lady opposite. I sincerely hope that the words that have been heard today and in the past week will give some comfort to his family and friends at this difficult time. Madam Deputy Speaker, with permission, I will make a short business statement about this week's business. The business for tomorrow, Wednesday the 24th of January, will now be consideration of a business of the House motion, followed by all stages of a short bill relating to the executive formation in Northern Ireland, followed by a general debate on the situation in the Red Sea. I will announce further business on Thursday in the usual way.
Shadow Leader of the House. Powell.
Madam Deputy Speaker, and can I just put on record what a privilege it was to be in the chamber for those fantastic and wonderful tributes to our dear friend Tony Lloyd, and I gave my tribute last week, and I will be ever in his shadow as his successor for the MP of Manchester Central. Labour shares the government's desire to see an executive restored as soon as possible, and we recognise that if extending the deadline for elections to be called is the best way to achieve that, which it seems to be, then we will, of course, fully support that. However, can the Leader of the House provide any update on the talks with the Northern Ireland political parties to achieve restoration of the executive? It's some time since we've had an update. Can the Leader say for how long the period for the executive formation will be extended, and indeed when the bill will be published? Giving the House just 1 day's notice to pass an entire bill in a day is far from ideal, especially when its detail is still unknown. And can she outline the government's plans for timetabling of the bill in the Lords as well as in the Commons? And finally, can I welcome the debate on the situation in the Red Sea tomorrow, albeit now shorter? And can she tell us when the wider debate on the other matters relating to defence and security will now take place?
Leader of the House.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Well, can I firstly thank the Honourable Lady and the Opposition for their support in this matter. The bill, which she will understand is a very short bill, will be handed in today and so published tomorrow. I recognise that is a short amount of time for the House, but it is a very short bill, and I think the House will be able to cope with that situation. She will understand that the timetable is very important on this matter. I will make sure that the Secretary of State has heard what she has said today with regard to an update. She will know that this government remains firmly of the belief that a sitting Northern Ireland executive is best placed to act quickly and effectively to resolve issues for the people it serves, and that is our aim. But I'm sure that the debate will also allow, the legislation will also allow some of those issues to be aired, although it is, as I say, a very narrow bill. Tabling in the Lords is a matter for the Lordships, and I will make further announcements on future business in the usual way.
Spokesperson Deidre.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and may I also again pay tribute to Tony Lloyd. Listening to the contributions by his friends and colleagues was really moving, and I think really reflect the warm, very decent person he was. I regret the fact we are having to deal with this yet again in this place, because the best thing would always be for the democratically elected representatives of the Northern Ireland Assembly to be in their place and governing in the best interests of the people of Northern Ireland. The longer this drags on, the more the people of Northern Ireland suffer, and that is frankly unforgivable. I regret too that we are seeing parliamentary business created on the hoof again by this government, particularly in such a serious and sensitive area. But here we are again. Many of us warned of exactly this problem arising. We're here because of a mess of the UK government's making, but it refuses to acknowledge the easiest way of resolving it would be closer alignment with the EU. That would make much of this go away. Instead, the Brexit Burok rumbles on, a Burok this government caused and is unwilling to face up to and sort. I'll leave it there. My honourable friend for Gordon, the member for Gordon, will have much more to say on this tomorrow. One question, though, Madam Deputy Speaker. Will this government ever acknowledge its role in creating this mess and reconsider its hardline rejection of the sensible option, that of returning to the single market?
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Well, the Honourable Lady tempts me to go into detail on single market customs union and the price that we would be paying for that. But I will not. You will be very pleased to hear, Madam Deputy Speaker. The Honourable Lady will know that we've extended the period for the executive formation twice by primary legislation, but despite best efforts, the restoration has not been possible before the formation period expired on the 18th of January. She will know that bringing forward this legislation has been tied to talks and negotiations that have been going on, and that is why we are dealing with the timetable that we are. Thank you.
I thank the Leader of the House. And point of order, Cat Smith.